City councilors and Keefe Tech officials work towards collaboration as the school aims to develop a new building. The topic of creating a local traffic department is set to the side, and a trio of local organizations are recognized for their important contributions through a new award from the MetroWest Nonprofit Network. I'm Brendan Fitzpatrick, and this is The Frame, Framingham News in Focus. Hello and welcome to The Frame, an initiative of Access Framingham. We begin with this week's City Council meeting, as local legislators met with officials from Keefe Regional Technical School on Tuesday, August 19th, in the middle of Keefe's efforts to begin a project to develop a new building. Leaders from Keefe have been working out how to fund a feasibility study for a new building after making some shifts to the budget line items and tapping into capital stabilization funds. Keefe Tech expects that $200,000 from their FY26 budget can be used for that study. In spite of the requests from city councilors to do so, Keefe Tech did not bond the request, a fact that some legislators lamented considering how many Framingham students attend Keefe Tech, how much the city invests in the school, and how big of a capital project this new building plan could end up becoming. While the city council praised the work being done at Keefe Tech, District 4 Councilor Michael Candon called for increased collaboration from both parties while all financial options for the building plan are explored, a notion that Keefe Superintendent Jonathan Evans agreed with.
We're all raving fans of Keefe Tech, but we're charged to make difficult decisions, and we don't just get to be cheerleaders, unfortunately.
It's going to be hundreds of millions of dollars. It'll be an enormous expense, hopefully with a lot of reimbursement, but please know that it is our intention to communicate and collaborate on our path forward.
The City Council also continued their discussions regarding the possible creation of a local traffic department during Tuesday's meeting, though deliberations did not go far. Back in April, the Framingham Traffic Commission recommended the creation of the department, which proponents say would bring multiple municipal services together under one efficient roof, where residents, businesses, and officials can coordinate traffic manners with one body. Under the first proposal, which was initially presented by the Department of Public Works to the City Council in early May, the new traffic department would fall under the DPW's purview, while traffic enforcement would still lay with the Framingham Police Department. The model presented by DPW leaders on Tuesday, though, was virtually identical to the first proposal months ago. At-large City Councilor George King lamented the lack of input from local legislators taken into account this time around, adding that he found the repeat pitch on Tuesday, quote-unquote, insulting.
But to come in and propose the same thing and have to be questions as to whether it's the same thing, I just think we're wasting our time.
Back in May, some members of the City Council suggested exploring the option of making the traffic department completely independent from the DPW, as well as nailing down exactly which bodies communicate with other groups and residents. Supporters of the traffic department plan as presented, including Mayor Charlie Sisitsky, said it's a proposal that maximizes efficiency and accessibility for the community.
I don't see what the issue is with what we've proposed. If you wanted to do anything else, like set up a completely separate traffic department independent of Public Works, they would be doing the same thing as this proposed department is doing.
Eventually, the City Council voted 6-4 to table the traffic department matter, though no date was identified to continue that conversation. More details about the top stories we cover each week are on our website, www.theframe.news. There, you can find full-length written articles, feature pieces we filmed across Framingham, and a calendar filled with upcoming local events. Subscribe to our email newsletter to always stay in the loop with Framingham News in Focus. Some updates from the municipal government now. First, local leaders are reminding residents that input on the plan to develop a community center is still being accepted. An online survey is available for people across Framingham to inform officials about what they'd like to see featured at the center, which is slated to be created at the site of the former Marion High School. The community center effort has recently been hindered due to a loss of federal funding sources, as a federal funding bill approved in March did not feature roughly $5 million initially earmarked for the project. Still, community members are asked to provide what they'd like to see included in the center, such as certain programs, resources, and amenities. The survey will be open until September 1st. To find it and to fill it out, visit www.framinghamma.gov. Also, the Framingham Police and Fire Departments are set to benefit from close to $150,000 in total state funding approved by Governor Maura Healey. Both departments will be receiving matching grants of nearly $75,000 as part of a larger round of emergency services funding totaling over $5.7 million across Massachusetts. The money was provided and expedited through the Massachusetts Municipal Public Safety Staffing Program in the wake of last month's fire in Fall River, which resulted in 10 fatalities and 30 injuries. Framingham's police and fire departments will be able to utilize these dollars through December of next year. The school year in Framingham is about to begin. The first day of classes for students in grades 1 through 12 is this upcoming Wednesday, August 27th, while pre-K and kindergartners will start on Tuesday, September 2nd. Parents and guardians are being advised that details on bus transportation will be provided on the info system Aspen, with information being available starting the evening of Friday the 22nd. Also, alongside public school classes starting back up, a new private school will be opening within the city. Chesterton Academy of the Immaculata, a co-ed Catholic school for MetroWest students in grades 9 through 11, will be opening at 25 Clinton Street, the site of the former St. Stephen's School. Tuition at the new school is currently set for $10,500. The first day of classes at Chesterton is also set for September 2nd. And finally this week, a preview of our most recent frame-by-frame segment. With over 6,000 nonprofit organizations across the MetroWest region, it can be hard to give enough credit to all of the valuable contributions being done. The MetroWest Nonprofit Network, though, recently launched the MVP Awards, which is short for Nonprofit Valuable Player, as a way for residents to recognize their contributions. 3 organizations from Framingham were recently presented with MVP awards for their efforts: Pilgrim Day Camp, Leadership MetroWest, and the Framingham Community Farm. We checked in with those team members to learn what's it like to be recognized and how they're continuing to propel their work.
I feel like nonprofits are a great example of heart-centered humans.
It was an honor to be recognized for the work that we've done.
It is a blessing in my life and a real joy to be part of it, and so to be recognized for that work is sort of the icing on the cake.
As always, that full frame-by-frame piece can be found on our website, theframe.news, along with our social media pages. We can be found on Instagram at @FrameNews_, and you could search for The Frame on Facebook, too. Subscribe to Access Framingham's channel on YouTube and get notified whenever we publish new content by hitting the bell icon. We also invite you to watch or listen to full episodes of The Frame on Spotify. That will do it for this week's Framingham News in Focus. On behalf of our entire team, thanks for joining us. My name is Brendan Fitzpatrick. We'll talk to you next week. Take care.